Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Airships Conquer the Skies with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Wrath in its newest form, with no sail at the back, with less people on board, and ultimately, with a much lower maintenance cost. It was costing us 26 or 25, it's now costing us only 16, which is pretty fantastic. But even now, it is still a little bit too high, so I am very tempted to remove one of the bridges and remove one of the quarters to see what happens. Say goodbye to the bridge. That turns up the command every 5 seconds rather than 4. Say goodbye to the quarters. And now we don't even have minimum crew. We are in a really awkward position since I really don't want to use the berths, which are you there, the least efficient way of getting crew members. So what I think I'm going to do is leave this for now, chalk this up to experience, and future builds will hopefully be a little bit better. Now, if we go back to the real world, we are about to be under attack by this fellow over here. But before we do that, I have also turned our secret police from severe down to medium. This does mean that bad things will start to happen, but it costs far, far less. From 136 down to only 68. Yeah, it's a bit mad really, isn't it? Now what I really want to do is figure out a way to start being a bit more aggressive. What I think I need to do is split this fleet into two, have one for defense for the time being, and then one for attacking, and hopefully we can start taking some more land. That's what today is all about. Getting some more research so that we can have more interesting designs, and getting some land back from the enemy. So, in terms of defense then, you and you. In fact, how does this work? If I unhighlight, I assume I'm not, well, highlighting them. So there we go, just two of the bombers. Can I move you over there? Yep, okay, so that's correct. So you are going on defense, you are going on attack. Right now, I'm very tempted to simply invade this group down here. They're not the biggest threat. These fellows are, and these fellows are. But I really want these guys to go bye-bye. So, invading you. Also, about to recall the spy, because once again, that will give us some extra money. Okay, you get there, as is expected. You'll probably lose this, but I'll probably take a lot of damage. I've also rethought about these defenses. They're fantastic, they're doing a great job, and ultimately they have saved us many times. But the problem is, against these bombers specifically, when they die, they fall on top of them and we lose the building. We always lose at least one building. And that's just not good enough, so what I think is a mobile defense in the form of tanks and airships will likely be a much smarter way of attacking, well, defending, because then if we do need to attack, well, ta-da, everything can move. So I'm really tempted to make a tiny little tank, which is essentially this on tracks. See, it dies, and then it crashes on top, and goodbye to that building. So even if we did better, we still would have lost the building, and that just is not good enough anymore. I need to get better at the game, and learning little things like that I think is definitely the way to go. So let's repair these for now. Okay, you've got a defender there. You're going to attack this. You're going to reinforce. I'm okay with that, actually, using the Wraths. Now, the Locust, we need to do something about. I love the Locust, but it's 26 maintenance, and I hardly ever use it in a fight. In fact, I'm going to start putting it into reserve. It's essentially a backup craft at this point. I think I'll move back to here, so I'm a bit more in the middle. And just pay attention to what's going on over there. Now attacking this, and like I said, that's going to... Actually, no, it's not, because of these guys. Okay, we'll keep that. You two, just head up as far as possible, as soon as possible. Really should have changed your original position, but oh well. You, go to rapid fire. Just try and burn down that enemy as soon as possible. You two, go to aimed fire as soon as possible, because rockets are just worthless without that. Okay, move out a little bit. Those bombs are getting way too close. You get a little bit lower. Wow, how unlucky. Fire every single time. Preparing to begin bombardment. Also tempted to have a pure rocket craft. Probably an airship similar to these. Also, people have suggested using the pressurized version of these, which goes on the inside. I believe that's actually what the enemy bombers are using. I just love how these look. I'm sorry, I know they're so bloody vulnerable, but I love them. Stay nice and high. Don't want their rifles to have an easy time. Saying that, though, currently we are inaccurate. You know what? Let's risk it for a biscuit. I really want those bloody biscuits. I heard a big explosion, which I assume is one of our balloons. No, it isn't. Okay. You're close enough to rapid fire. Yep, there goes the balloons. That's why I love having that chamber. You went down. Okay. Well, you were being attacked by everything, so that's to be expected, really. You stay accurate. And the rocket's still firing. Yep, good. Why are you going underneath us? Oh, you've lost your ability. No, you haven't. You've still got sails. And one more area is under Lathrixian control. Do gentle takeover, and we're done. Seriously? Okay, we need to stop putting this on fast forward as well. That's a problem. One enemy versus all of us, as usual. We do the same thing every time. You see, now, if it falls, yep, we lose that building. We can't use these. We either need larger buildings that are more resistant to that, or we need to stop using buildings. We're using buildings to defend bombers, which focus on building. It's just not working out. Let's continue to invade over here. You could invade there. It seems like the enemy are very busy elsewhere. Yeah, be a nuisance. Okay, you're going to defend, but we beat your guys, so it's expensive. I'm going to view the city. We could try to destroy that. That's one of our defenses, which they stole. If we destroy that, we're pretty much guaranteed to be victorious here. It depends on how close the enemy get. Okay, this will be an easy win. Oh, yep, they surrendered. Then it was a very easy win, in fact. Last second, change of plan. Spy, don't need you right now. Where's the enemy forces from down here? Not really doing much to threaten us. That's the point. Okay, let's invade you. We're about to get flak, which is fantastic. Actually, invade you. Keep on invading everything here. Just cut off their money. And I'm going to build a brand new Wrath. Ignore some of the new names there. Trust me, nothing there is particularly interesting. I was just having a quick mess around last night just to see what works and what doesn't. Some really basic testing. Oh, God. Flee. Yep, do not want to fight that. Instead, invade next door. I wonder if when you flee, if there's a chance of just losing your stuff, because otherwise just flee every time, unless it's like this. Gentle takeover, we don't want to add defenses. Yes, flat cannons, glorious. Now, there's loads of stuff I want, so let's go through this. I really, really want spider legs. And, where's... Oh, yeah, just spider legs, because that's awesome. And mech spiders are amazing as well, because if I'm going to have a ground vehicle, I want it to be a giant evil spider. I also really want the air dragoons. This means we can board people without getting too close. I also want the harpooners, since that increases the range of boarding, which is really, really nice. This is also a mini airship, which is pretty darn fun. Fire extinguishers are pretty nice. Minus cannon reload time, that's awesome, and minus sailor maintenance cost is ridiculously awesome. What else do I want? There's the pressurized dust tank, that's what I'm tempted to get. Heavy cannon and heavy turrets would be very interesting. Same with the Imperial cannon. I'm not sure what I want. I've got to be honest, I'm looking at this, I'm just thinking to myself, what do I want? And I have no idea. We have flamers to begin with, don't we? Since I also want to build flame vehicles eventually. Okay, I think I'm going to go down the route of this. Yes. This will also allow us to have airships. Airships? Well, duh. This will allow us to have carriers eventually. With the triplanes and the biplanes and the bombers and all that stuff. And I'm sure people would love to see that because that's always my most requested in games like this. And there is no chance we're winning, but the thing is I don't want them to keep our defenses. So just fire. Hopefully you'll take out one or at least cripple it. That'd be great. Yes, fantastic, lovely, wonderful. Everything is right with the world. Now target this guy instead. Don't move the island like that. That's not fair. Well, look who's a meanie head. Take it back, thank you. How's this going? Okay, you can invade this one next. Hello there, how are you? Yeah, those rockets really need aimed fire. They just seem to never hit otherwise. As soon as you give me control, thank you very much. Let's finish off this one. Not that we really need to, honestly, it's not doing much, but just get it out of the fight. And goodbye. You are very annoying, you know. You've lost. Deal with it. But when you are using aimed fire, rockets are pretty good. I really like them. But they're missiles, so of course I like them. It's me. And a gentle takeover. We're being far kinder today. So, people were asking, what is the difference between the gentle and the brutal takeovers? The day is ours. Good, you just surrendered. What a cute little craft. What even is that? Is that just a defense turret? I don't actually know what that is. Oh, is it just a cannon? Oh, I think it's just a cannon, then they've added decoration. I thought that was a different thing. So, if you do... Okay, this is how I understand it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gentle takeover, you instantly get the income which is promised, or close to, but it takes a long time to take over, so you can't build in there or really use the shipyard, if it has one or anything like that, for a very long time. With brutal takeover, it's near instant, but you damage the town, so the income is quite low. Pillaging, I believe you get lots of money for the first little bit, and then it's similar to brutal. Oh. Okay, so you just burnt down something there, so... Move in to defend. You have 2, we could invade. They have a fleet there, but... I wouldn't mind losing a couple of craft. Let's just build another raft. Yes, I am aware I am building the same craft over and over. I know it's boring, trust me. As soon as we have a few more things, we will be trying to get other vehicles. Yep, you got there first, and it's an uncontested defeat, which means there's no defenses there. Yeah, just leave you both where you are. Same as before, just keep chasing it and bombing it. Ah, it's dawn, so I really should have flipped. There we go. You've lost your rocket. Okay, yeah, you two really need to be repaired, so gentle takeover. But let's put a spy here. Is there any chance those two can take that? Not at all. I may have actually looked at that one earlier, now I feel a bit silly. Okay, you go there, you can go there on your own. Do the same things before, just keep moving if you fail. Okay, things are looking up. We're taking over a large chunk. It looks like it's 3 superpowers here, because you two have bombs. That's one problem I have noticed with the game. I'm not sure if this goes on to the other difficulties. It's not exactly a criticism, it's just something I've noticed which I personally don't particularly like. It's the factions which start with the bombers just dominate the other factions. I mean, I'm not much better. Right now I'm using solely bombers. Okay, we flee this. And we move you to there. There's 2 of you there. Let's build another one after that. Let's get a bit of a doom attack going on here. So we have 2 sets of 2, so hopefully we can just jump and take out as much as possible. Well, actually, one will be a 2, one will be a 3. Probably won't surrender against just one ship, even though they are just the smaller enemies, but still. There's no lightning, is there? Okay, good. No, just stay there. There we are. One of them surrendered. And gentle takeover, because all they really want is the money. I don't really care about defending there. It really does feel like, in normal difficulty, I've learnt this now, aggression is good. Aggression is very good. You two move there instead, heal up. You can invade. Oh, look. The enemy are coming over. Haha! We accidentally defended against them. Okay, same as always. I know, this must be getting incredibly boring. I do apologize. That must really suck for them. They have almost no income. That's good for us, though. Only one left, which is the one which had a bit too much defense for us. You can repair up, finally. So now we have 3 sets of 2, when that one gets repaired, and 1 on its own here. We could invade there. That would move you... Well, it would get you very distracted anyway. Take that. You're going to try and invade this. There's a good chance then you'll deal some damage to their defenses, which is good for us. Oh, looks like, they gave up. Am I right? Good. Join them and make a move on that, so as soon as they've invaded this, we can invade it from them, and their defenses were destroyed by another person. Okay, let's build something new. I'm bored now. Let's build something different. As you can tell, I have had a few, well, about 30-40 minutes more of just messing around with the game, trying to learn the mistakes I was making, and I think I've got a slightly better handle of it now. Not a fantastic one, but better nonetheless. So, what do I want? I want fire. That's what I want. I want glorious, everlasting, burning, fun fire. And do we have flamethrowers? Is it now where we learn we don't actually have flamethrowers? Well, now I'm just upset, and maybe missiles is the option instead. Yeah, missile craft. Still want it high up in the air, but that's kind of annoying. Where is flamethrowers, then? Where are the flame... Oh, right there. Duh. There, Lathrix. Lathrix is not the smartest of creatures. Now, I don't know what's better, the telescope or the crow's nest. I'm going to assume it's the telescope, since it's far more expensive, but I actually don't know. There's no real stats to say how this works. So I'm a bit at a loss there. Either way, though, we want this craft to stay quite far back. There is the massive rocket. But I've been told this thing is utterly dreadful. Splash distance 9 meters. Blast damage 45. Reload 10 seconds. I mean, that sounds nasty, but look how big it is. I would rather spam rockets. Now, sadly, rockets are highly explosive in this game. Well, obviously they are. They are rockets. But, on the upside, you can armor them fully. So it's not like they're going to go down straight away. But when they go down, they are going to detonate. So I don't really want them next to each other. Let's have a quick look. See, overlays, explosive damage, 65. So nowhere near as much as the ammunition, but still. I know people won't be particularly happy with this, but I think I am going to use these still. I wish there was a smaller version of that. Oh, well, I guess you could just do 2 of those, couldn't you? No, you couldn't, because it's not the right size, and Lathrix is bad at math. 2 plus 2 equals 4? How preposterous. So I'm thinking is... where's the doodah I want? That'll be in structural. Structural. I can do the words. Then we wrap this around like so. We do want some decent altitude. Because we're still fighting bombers all the time, having anything lower than the bombers is going to be such a liability. They put the ammo maybe here. I mean, it's far away from there, but I don't want it near this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I've got an idea in my head. I've seen a design similar to this before, so it's not exactly a novel idea. I just don't really know how they've done it, since obviously I haven't been able to open it up and check. Well, you're probably going to be able to keep these constantly going, but, yeah, one of those go, they all go. We could make this cheap, though. If we keep the cost down after this, we could keep it cheap, and then make it always bring 2 or 3 of these things. We could be insane and not even use a chamber, a suspendium chamber. That way, it's all down to this dust tank. Then if the dust tank goes up, well, you're dead. You are dead. Dead as dead can be. A dead thing, as it were. A thing which was formerly alive. but he's now dead. Do you love missiles? Do you want to use missiles so much that you want a vehicle which explodes into glorious missile-y glory as soon as it's hit by anything, preferably a missile? Well, have we got the thing for you, which apparently is called Winter. It's not good, is it? No, it's just not. The minimum crew, though, is really annoying. I was hoping to have just enough for the quarters. I probably can. Get rid of the berth. The berth. Crew 12, recommended 18. That's actually not too bad. We're going to need a propeller, aren't we? Which means we're going to need coal. Yes, yes we are. Resources. Oh, there is a small coal storage. Good. It has no suspendium chamber, and even so, the service ceiling is pretty low. Pretty low indeed. I like the idea of it, though. But I don't think this is going to work out in our favour. If we give this a small suspendium chamber, so remove all that just for a tic-tac. Small chamber, will that be enough for this thing to float? No! -5. -5? -5! I need one of these. At this point, we're pretty much recreating a version of the Wrath, but focused on missiles. Which isn't a terrible thing. It's not the worst thing in the universe, but it's not exactly favourable, since I already have the Wrath. The Wrath, in fact, is the Wrath. But this would be, I think... Actually, what is the ceiling? If anyone knows this, what is the ceiling in the actual map itself? Because I have no idea. I can put a little corner here and then block this off. I do like my missiles, but I think this isn't the way to go. Going to give this pure steel armor, which will make it slightly lighter and increase the service ceiling and maximum speed. Now, how high... Well, it has steel armor now, which means it can survive somewhat better damage, and it's slightly lighter. Well, I mean, these two do different things, but still, you get the general idea. Now, if I were to remove these... I can still fly. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Do not like how this has turned out look-wise, though. Maybe put this one further down and do something here? I don't know. We could remove those two corridors, it's just extra weight, though saying that so is this. But I assume having the corridors there means enemies might hit here, and that's just, well, nothing. So aiming for that locale is not exactly in their best interest. So struts are interesting. They're lighter than corridors, but they can't have armor on them. And I could just give all the struts, have a strut section here. Well, I'll have to connect this in a second, but struts there. Well, it kind of look like an eye. Ooh, the Piranha. That's a thing. Don't need fast access up there. Structural, strut, there. That's not great, let's be honest. But it's not the worst at the same time. I think I am going to have to change this, I just don't know when or what to. This looks so basic. But it still gets the royal stamp of approval. Well done. And then, like we've done a few times before, remove you, and, well, one time before, remove you, and put that there instead. The actual royal stamp of approval. Maybe there instead. Yeah. Anything else you want to add? I think I would like a small flag there. And there. Keep forgetting you can't put things on the balloon, which is kind of a shame. Ooh, that can go in... Oh, that looks cool. Looks like it's holding something. Now that's... Okay, that last one kind of ruins the illusion. But that's a cool concept. All I need to do now is add the supply hatches, which I guess I could put here after all of that. Maybe putting a supply hatch there is the way to go. Yes, that's deal. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to call it the Piranha, and let's make it and have a quick test. I'm not sure about this. 3 missiles and that's it. Well, rockets. The maintenance is too high for this, for what it is. I like it enough. Let's see. Well, the Piranha's ready to be built, so let's do that then. Let's build 3 of them. We're going to risk that. Okay, you're going over here, so you two defend. Oh, you've got a lot of forces coming in there. I don't actually know what your other units are. I think you're using bombers similar to these guys, but... Oh, the first one was repelled. The second one worked. That's good for us. I wasn't paying attention. That happened. Piranhas. Well, Piranha and Wraths go over there. But first, let's see what's happened over here then. Yep, their defenses were completely annihilated, and yeah, they're just using the same bombs. Like I was saying before, this is a problem I sort of saw happening. The AI with the bombers seems to win. But saying that, I've not really seen many of them so far, so... Maybe there's counters to the bombs somewhere, I don't really know. That one's dead. Oi, that's my balloon. That's what you get. And I'm actually going to do a brutal takeover since I want to repair straight away. And well, it'd be nice to repair right there, wouldn't it? Good. Okay, so... Yep, you can go to the ceiling. Well, here anyway. Hopefully you can go up here as soon as we start. Let's find out. Move, and yeah, you can go anywhere. Fantastic. Aimed fire. You two, up. Oh, nice! Yeah, just leave him all the way at the top in the corner, just bombarding the world with missiles. Lovely. Maybe a bit closer, though to be fair, they're also in the fog bank. So I did remove the telescope. All glory to us. And of course, a nice gentle takeout. Yes, lovely. So let's have a quick look-see at those balloons. No, I think I'll make a carrier at some point. I've not tested out the small airships. I've just seen them. I've seen the image of them. Okay, it's under our control. Repair. You take over. Actually, no. Don't do that. That was me being silly. Waste of a spire, no, but I want to see something. Yeah, long-range missiles isn't going to get much of an advantage here. But you should be able to win now, so invade that together. You continue to make more piranhas. I want to see what loads of piranhas like. You know, a little school of piranhas, a little swarm of them. I can't remember the exact terminology there. It is school, isn't it? Like a school of fish. It's the same for piranhas, unless they're a special potato. I should know. I used to have a pet one when I was a child. I was a weird child, okay? It is a red-bellied piranha. Although I think there was a few problems with them. I was very young. It was mostly my father's pet anyway. Anyway, enough of that. They're not hold fire. The aim you on. Thank you. Gone one tangent, instantly completely distracted. High up, make their rifles worse. That's not too inaccurate, considering the long range. Of course, we are firing slower than usual, using aimed fire, but still. What am I doing? Lathrix, it can only fire its cannons low down. Move up now. I was thinking of the fog bank before. My mind is gone, I think I should call the video soon. They're not the strongest things in the world. They are bloody good fun. Uh-oh. Go to rapid, you're close enough. Lovely. Gentle takeover, as always, and you need to get back to do some repairs. Actually, move over there. Oops. Oh, this was a fight which is happening. Okay. Yeah, that's against our own unit, which is kind of sad, really. So focus on that. That's going to do way more damage than the others. Ooh, they can't fire from right to left very well. So we should stay here-ish. Yeah, let the missiles do the work and bomb those to keep in that range. Well, it works out okay. Gentle takeover, go back for repairs. Go here, so we have, well, pretty much something everywhere. About to make our third Piranha. Hello. Oh, you should just surrender, right? Well, I would too, with that heading your way. Welcome to the Legion. Going to hold off attacking this last thing there, just because it is quite powerful. You're about to take that. Probably will happily take this afterwards, so I need to be careful there. Let's build some more Piranhas. Because I want to see missile spam. That's annoying. A building got burnt down here, and you're attacking there. If I move you to defend, there's a good chance you will try and invade us. I can't really win here. But I guess while you're distracted, I could send these two once they're fully repaired. You're not really doing anything, are you? I think you should join up with these guys. And then you can maybe take out them, or maybe take out some of this from underneath. Yeah, this is going to be instantly your victory. I don't think I have any defense left here. Maybe one or two. You've got it, lads. I believe in you. Well, hello. These are the Piranha. That may have all missed, but I don't really care. Oh, that looks so cool! Just stay still. Ooh, I am best pleased. That is awesome. Oh, what's defending this? Very little. Okay, let's do missiles versus that, Recall Spire. You, invade. That means we do need a new defender. Oh, yeah, we have no defender now. Oh, well, you are making Piranhas, and Piranhas do counter these still. They're not as good as the bombers, let's be honest, but God, they're fun. Why am I making them all at one place? I could make them at several places. I am not smart. Yeah, you move down to defend. You're collecting up. Okay. You're attacking them, which is great for us. Is that called Axis? We attack the Axis today. Good to know. Any reason not to stay in the air? Don't think there really is. If I move you here, as high up as you can, and there's a good chance those regular cannons won't even be able to hit you. No, we're victorious! I want to see this! Brutal takeover and revenge. The Piranha move east. Gonna surrender, aren't you? Yep. I feel like I've just won. Oh, that is so freaking cool. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it here for now. There's still a lot of designs I want to do, including a tank. This is still the normal difficulty campaign, remember. I will be doing this game again on the higher difficulties. I assume that means there'll be different designs, different styles, and of course, I'm sure they'll get bonuses like income and stuff, because right now I feel like we're sort of on top of the world. But that could change. The Red Menace is being pushed back, though, and these Piranha are so much fun, and I can't wait to use them more. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourite, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Airships Conquer the Skies is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and goodbye. I like missiles.